Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And we have
Michelle.
at the editor station, our good editor.
That's
So
right.
that's always nice. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's see. What do we got first on the Sony? Yes, so much Sony. Sony. Sony has been just about eclipsing the news for the last week.
Well, the only people that stand up to the juggernaut that is Disney, that's trying to own all the money and all the world and all the products. They don't even care if they own the IP. They still want all the money. Like they'll sit up there and tell you, "Give me all of your money," and we don't even own it.
I'll be honest, dude. This is actually one of those things I was a bit torn on, just out of the fact of I did enjoy the inclusion of Spider-Man in the Avengers stuff, and it's still not 100% clear on whether or not they can still have that inclusion or not. But it does seem that the next Spider-Man movie will not be part of the MCU phase, blah.
No, that's the tragedy. There's the sad part about this is that this is a tragedy. Don't mistake me. This is the worst thing that can happen to Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. I absolutely hate this. But until I remembered what they're doing with the MCU.
Click on the next tab since we're talking about the wrong Sony thing. There you go.
Because here's the thing, though.
That's the wrong one, too. Next one. There we go.
Except that here's the problem, though. You know me.
Put them in order
being
next time.
A ball of spite and hate. I actually remembered what the MCU's doing to itself, what Disney's doing to it. And honestly, do you really want to be a part of the stuff they've got planned? Like Thor, Love, and
that's
Thunder.
That's also true. Like the next phase of Marvel MCU, I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy it. Which I mean, I've been saying for a while that the Marvel formula for superhero movies is getting a little stale anyway. So it also just depends on are they doing some of this weirder stuff to try to shake up the formula? That may be a good thing. It may be a bad thing. It may lead to something better down the road, and it may not be the greatest right now. I mean, we're yet to see. But the thing is Thunder and Love just sounds like a horrible name for a movie that is not in the 80s.
I mean, there's for the sheer number of MCU Phase 4 products or Phase 2, whatever. The saddest thing to me is that one, maybe two of them sound like something I'd watch. I'm talking about out of 10. So it's just, I'm almost want to go maybe it's best Spider-Man doesn't get dragged in it, because if next thing we know, Spider-Man will be kicked off and it'll be Spider-Gwen show. They'll ditch him in the
Well,
minute.
I mean, it did feel like they were trying to put which I thought was odd anyway, being that they didn't own Spider-Man, that they were sort of pushing towards Spider-Man being the next Tony Stark leader type.
No, it's going to be Ironheart, man. So Spider-Man may be safer, not a part of the next MCU phase. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about the reason why he's not going to be a part. The Disney wanting to change the deal that was originally far less domineering to a 50-50 split, where they would get half of Sony's profits from the Spider-Man products. And I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to be an amazing businessman not to know that sounds like pure BS.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, the 50-50 split was insane. But at the same time, like I said, I mean, I understand. So I understand Disney to an extent wanting to get the most out of something that's tied into their universe they think they did all the work for. Now, whether or not that's what made Spider-Man big or not, I don't know. There's no way of really telling.
Let me tell you something. Spider-Man movies will always make money because Spider-Man is one of the most popular characters on the planet. Mm-hmm. Last time I checked, this was years ago, he had the highest toy sales. He outsold Batman. He was the highest selling toy. But Spider-Man is huge on his own. Sure, they made his movie career successful, but Disney did not make Spider-Man.
Here's the other thing. Apparently, the first Spider-Man movie that Sony did, if you actually take the increased price of tickets and several other things into account, the inflation, that movie actually they had said would possibly have made more than this current Marvel version of the movie.
I mean, the thing that Sony screwed up was its sequels and its terrible attempt at a reboot. But I liked the very first Spider-Man movie they did. It was good. But 50% is 50%. I haven't seen 30% anywhere. But 50% is a huge request.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Sony doesn't need Disney's money. Blood Axe, by the way, is telling us that supposedly it was 30% or 50% Disney asked for, and they were saying they put 50% toward the film financing. Yeah, but when you don't need Disney's money, why would you do that?
Well, not just that. Yeah, okay, maybe you put that towards the financing, but who owns the property?
Sony.
Yeah, so just because you put 50% to the property, there's still the still who owns the property. But anyway, I mean, even Stan Lee's daughter chimed in on this and was just like, yeah, no, I don't blame Sony one bit. Of course, you know, with her statements, she pretty much said that Disney was assholes, and because they apparently didn't contact the family after Stan Lee's death. And
they were done with him then, yeah. They didn't have anything to offer him, so Disney didn't have anything.
But she also said, just as a business standpoint, she thinks it makes a good call. And honestly, I've seen several business owners that have chimed in on this, and most of them are in favor of yeah, no, I think Sony's making the right call with the details that have been released. Of course, once again, we'll never know exactly what probably went behind those closed doors over at Sony and between Sony and Disney. But from what people have gathered, it sounds like Sony walked away from this, but actually they did what any business probably should do for their stakeholders.
Well, it was an exorbitant demand, and that's just the truth. Because even if it could affect, even if they would have made more money, if the movies would make money with Disney, just from a power position, you become the bottom bitch if you let somebody take.
Just have something in the background.
Somebody, if you lose 50% of your profit, man, that's just a power move. That's a dominant move. Yeah, we know you own it, but we want half. That's just crazy. You can't even look other businesses. You can't even look anybody else in the face after you've been bitched like that.
Yeah,
I was being honest. That was a power move that I'm shocked Disney, especially with how crappy their parks have been doing everything. Disney has had a lot of scandal.
Well, there's been a lot of scandalous stuff with Disney lately. So a lot of rumors here and there, a lot of financial things. So
we're not going to get into that, huh?
Well, I don't know how much of it's true. How much I hate spreading too much on the rumor side.
I normally like to rumor mom, but even I find some of the scandals so wild that I'm like, I need some backup, man. Because if this is true, then wow, it's almost too much to believe. Years of potential fraud.
We don't even need to get into the whole racist slave chambers and stuff that Disney used to hide underneath the castle.
Used to. Come on, man. Everybody knows there's a lot of children buried under It's a Small World.
The tax break room.
That's the tax break room.
But, at this point, you know what? But that's what got me, though, is that with all this bad press swinging around them, I don't want to make them think they had to wait to toss around. It's hold on. If nothing else, Sony should at least said, let's come back to this deal after we see if you're about to be sued by all of your investors. How about that? How about we come back after we know if you're about to tank because everybody you may accused by a possibly disgruntled employee. Let me express that. This is an employee that got fired and supposedly fired for not friendly, let go. They try to claim potential fraud and false, finance claims. But if that pans out, then Disney's going to be back with hat in hand going can we please have some Spider-Man money? So I could see Sony even being hey, man, let's see how this storm settles before you come over here demanding a lot of money. Because we don't want to make this deal with you and you don't have any money to give us on these movies in the future.
Yeah. Well, and of course, all that said, Sony is making several business decisions as of recent. If we go over, Sony just bought Insomniac Games, which is the developer of the actual Spider-Man game that came out not that long ago.
Considered to be one of the best superhero games in general, and definitely the best Spider-Man game to come out in a lifetime.
So That's interesting. Them bringing that franchise more under their umbrella by picking up the video game section of that. Now Insomniac is known for making a lot more games than just
Ratchet and Clank,
Spider-Man. And from what they were saying, that they would still, where they will make some things exclusive with Sony. They don't plan on their entire software company going full exclusive. So,
well, the main thing that's good about Sony buying them, and you know me, I'm not even a big Sony fan, but this is smart, because if they didn't, Disney would have. Because the way Disney's been moving, they would have bought the game company just to try to cut off more Spider-Man money from Sony. So I'm actually like, oh, good move, Sony. You circled your wagons. Because they're coming after you, man. The mouse is on a rampage. It needs to make up that money somehow.
I still have to play this game. Everybody I know that's played this game has talked so highly of it. So it's one of those things.
You have a PlayStation. List. I'm still on an embargo with PlayStation because I don't forgive. You don't tell me how much money I spend. My grudges are long. and So while I can praise them for their movie industry decisions, I will not own a PlayStation.
Well, they are saying they want to start releasing. I think I was reading this article, and they were talking about wanting to release more PC titles as well, along with the PlayStation titles.
I will do that. If you put it out on PC,
just not put them on Xbox, basically, or Nintendo, but have them on Sony and PC.
That's fine, man. I'm hoping Xbox, because I'm an Xbox board, I'm hoping Xbox will just go ahead and do the dang cross-platform. I mean, your dang Xbox are pretty much a Windows PC. Oh. If they go and do that, they can get back in the game.
Yeah, what was the next tab I had? It was something about Spider-Man. Yeah, that one. So apparently they're also doing the Spider-Man Far From Home re-release thing. Now, we saw this with Endgame. I'm going to be honest with this. This is something I hate. I really hate the whole let's go and put this movie back into theater again with what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up starting to make moviegoers not want to go to movies on opening weekend because, well, I just wait and they're going to put the movie back out with more content, But apparently Thursday, August 29th, in IMAX and some other theaters, they're going to be putting a good bit of... if you scroll down where it says how much... I thought it said somewhere in there how... 4-minute long action scene.
Oh, well, that's worth watching an entire movie over again. 4 minutes.
The new cut will be available in IMAX in large formats at select locations. So... Like I said, when they did this with Endgame, all I can guess is this is also their way of trying to hit some records, make their income look higher on the movie, so that it hits more charts. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this, and if you're doing this to hit charts, I'm afraid more companies are going to start doing this, and with that, I already hate going to the theaters enough as it is. Don't make it even worse, man.
Oh man, how do you know that those 4 new minutes isn't going to be the Deadpool scenes? Deadpool jumps in. There's talk about that they may be like, well, we're going to bring in Deadpool. That's how we'll get this going. They do have Deadpool, man. Like, it's not like Sony doesn't have anything. Maybe they'll bring Spider-Man into Deadpool.
No, because Sony doesn't own Deadpool. You're a moron.
What, Disney bought Deadpool too?
That was part of the Fox.
Holy crap. Oh wait, what the heck was I reading that from then?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I've been on the dark side of YouTube, watching some very weird fan theories. Some people say that Rey's going to go to the dark side.
Yeah, this is why I have to verify everything you say.
With a red lightsaber.
Whenever you tell me news, I'm like, let me go verify how true this is.
They say that Palpatine has a Horcrux, and it was Darth Vader's helmet.
So let's talk about Dungeons and Dragons. So new book coming out with Dungeons and Dragons. You know us, we're tabletop fans over here. I mean, Dicejunkies, and
I consider myself a professional.
Some of us stayed in second ed for a really long time, while others moved over to third ed and were apparently big fans of Eberron.
Eberron was good stuff, man. Yeah. Keith Baker, good job.
I never did much with Eberron myself because I did not like third ed when it came out, and I was just like, screw it, second ed for advanced D&D.
Second ed for life.
Yeah. But hey, I have heard enough about the setting to be excited about it. I mean, it does sound like a really cool setting.
Mm-hmm.
And they're coming out with a book. It's going to have some new classes, or a new class, and a few races. So,
and I've already called them Calistar, Shifter, Changeling, and Warforged, y'all.
Well,
you heard it here.
Yeah, Eberron.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's see. What else do we have here? We have Kevin Smith.
We're done with D&D already?
I mean, do you have more to say about the Eberron book
for
release?
the real nerds out there that followed it, I'm hoping they don't fourth it the Warforged. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Warforged are a race of living constructs, and they're supposed to be like living constructs, have a bunch of immunities.
Sadly, the way the 5th ed system is, I don't see how they can do Warforged
all those immunities in there. Yeah, because I mean, they were immune to, like, they didn't need to sleep. They rested right. They didn't need to sleep. They didn't worry about poison. They didn't worry about disease. And 4th ed couldn't allow that because it was a big power balance. So they put the Warforged in, but gave them no immunities. So you essentially were just a dude, you know, which made the race not work. Is 5th ed gonna go ahead and go hands down and go, no, we're gonna make the Warforged with all their immunities? Or are they gonna try to do Warforged light again like they did in 4th ed? That's gonna be a big thing to me and probably hardcore Eberron fans, because that's what I heard was the biggest complaint Eberron fans had with 4th ed was they actually said, don't even put the Warforged as a playable race, man, if you can't make them make sense. Your Warforged could drown, but it said you didn't breathe. It even said Warforged don't need to breathe, but they're not immune to the drowning condition. And I was like, D&D, what are you
Well,
smoking?
I mean, it's just like 5th ed, like there's a you know how they have the sub races of humans, you know, and the sub races of humans used to have specific alterations between regular humans, you know.
Yeah, that was good.
And one of them is the sub race of humans that live underground, you know, which, you know, originally had low light vision because, you know, well, they lived underground. But I mean, you have those sub races in 5th ed, but there is no alteration of the.
So they're just blind.
So it's just like, oh, it's just a bunch of humans with no low light vision living in the Underdark.
Playing a blind person in D&D.
So
we live underground
with small things like that not even carrying over in 5th ed. I just don't see the Warforged.
So we're gonna have drownable Warforged. I have no lungs, but I must drown.
So, all right. Let's talk about Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith is doing He-Man, right?
Yeah. He's saying he's gonna give you what you want.
So this will be interesting. I don't know, man. Kevin Smith, he's hit or miss. Like back in the day, Kevin Smith was the man. But, you know, since he's lost weight, gone vegan and all this stuff, I don't know. I think he
I used to trust him before the turkey commercial, but I don't trust a man that pets a turkey
since
on
Save
Thanksgiving.
the Turkey movement happened.
Save the turkey, petting turkey. I'm sorry, man. You used to have a lot of cred with me. But now I'm thinking, like, even that new Silent J and Bob things that coming up, I'm like, what kind of weirdness is going to slide in this movie now that he's gone all weird, like,
Yeah. But anyway, so he's supposedly gonna do the unresolved story of Masters of the Universe. So, this could be interesting. It's going to be on Netflix. Now, of course, this there's a lot of rumors about this from tying in with She-Ra and a bunch of other things. So We'll see what that comes of.
The only rumor I'll mention is that He-Man may not be as prominent in it. I don't know if that's true. I'm hoping that one's false.
In the He-Man movie?
Well, Masters of the Universe.
Okay.
It's Masters of the Universe. I mean, there's a kind of a good reason that if it happens, like it's supposed to be after the final battle, so He-Man may have fell in battle defeating Skeletor. So I'm not even saying that there may not be a story reason, but still, I would like to see He-Man prominent if possible.
That will be animated.
Rumors.
It will be animated. So it'll be
anime style. They said.
That so it'll be interesting to watch. You know, for whether it's awesome or a train wreck.
Well, I'm just waiting for the triumphant return of Skunkor, everyone's favorite toy, Skunkor. It actually stank.
And now the rest of our stuff is new video game stuff, and it's time for Blood Axe favorite segment, along with Q and everybody else. I think it's the Fuck Epic segment.
Time. Dark developer for DARQ. For people that do not know, Dark is a independent indie game that's coming out on Steam that really started to chop the wanted charts. People were really interested in it. So of course, what do you think happened after he went on and posted, "Hey, we're going to come out on Steam. We're looking forward to coming on Steam." Epic went to him and tried to get him to go Epic exclusive.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was like one of the #1 most anticipated upcoming games on Steam as well.
Which, of course, Epic made that move.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing, is that on top of the fact that he obviously actually went with, "Hey, I told everybody I'm coming out on Steam. I can't betray all of the people that have been following the game like that," was that he then said, "Well, but I still would like to come out on the Epic platform." He was turned down. Before they could even get into discussions, Epic's like, "Oh no, if you're not coming exclusive, then we don't want you at all." So essentially, Epic, known for talking about how much they want to help indie developers and they're all about the gamer community, just told the company, "If you won't go exclusive, we don't want you on our platform at all." Well, the community did not take it well. So there was a big explosion of support for the developer and anti-Epic sentiment when basically, once again, Epic was caught lying through their teeth, saying one thing and then doing the opposite. So that's been bouncing all around the internet rather aggressively.
So if you want to stick that middle finger up in the air at Epic, you should buy Dark on the Steam store.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just the reason this caught my attention is just that they always try to play the hero. And they always get proved to be the villain. And they keep trying to play the hero. And one of their excuses was supposedly that they don't have enough bandwidth to put all these indie games out if they're not exclusive. The people who run Fortnite, one of the biggest online games in the world, obviously, well, yeah, they wouldn't have bandwidth. Epic, nah, man. Epic's broke. They don't have any servers or nothing. Yeah. So if you want to see more about this story, I do always suggest, like Zeno says, do your own checking on it and take a look. But the game looks fun. I actually like it. Looks interesting. It's got that kind of noir, dark style. And support it. I'm thinking about grabbing a copy, and I don't even want to play it. just to say F Epic. So as I get at least my one per show, fuck Epic.
There you go. All right, so let's see what else we got. We got Greedfall. Now this is a game. The trailers and stuff started really dropping this week on this. We had talked about it some, I think, in a past episode. But if it's something that interests you, there's definitely a lot of trailers out there. It looks really good. I'm actually excited to see this game.
The combat
anything
looks fun.
Anything that your decisions evolve the world a lot is always on my list.
I've got what I'm going to describe this as. It's like Fable meets Outward. It gives me that feel. It's like he's got a almost Fable-like feel because of the style of clothing.
Well, hopefully it won't be like Outward in the sense of deleting my saved files
and mine. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. All of our saves were gone, but like it kind of like to me looks like this is the serious. Like this is what Fable 5 should have been like because it looks serious. It looks beautiful. The style looks awesome.
Yeah, you can hit that trailer button just to have something going.
I got to admit, man, I'm really excited about this game. What is it coming out on?
Today is the big day.
Unfortunately, in this day and time, the next question has to be, what the hell is it coming out on?
Well,
and has Epic tried to tell them to not let anyone know?
It's supposed to come out on the consoles and PC. I didn't see where it said Epic exclusive or anything like that.
In Greedfall, the world and
I did not
story
think to
are
check
ever-changing
my
based on the
Steam
choices
store
you make.
to see if it
You'll
was
enter the island
available
of
there
Tier Freddy,
to
not to
go
act
ahead
as an
and throw on my
assassin or
wish
soldier.
list.
First and
Probably after
foremost,
this
you
episode,
are a
I'll probably
diplomat
go on Steam,
with
see
all
if
the
it's there,
social
go ahead
powers
put it
and
on my wish
status
list
that
so I
come
don't
with
forget
it.
about it.
You're free to
But I mean,
explore
it's coming
every
out
faction
pretty
settlement
soon. I
and
mean,
deal
I
with
think
the
it was
powers
listed
that govern
September
each.
something.
To
So,
overcome the
I need
challenges
something new to
ahead,
play, man. I've
you'll
exhausted
need to
most of my
befriend
Steam
members of
library
every
and stuff.
so
I already
much is
have.
coming out
Some of
soon.
whom
I
will
mean,
journey,
because
fight,
of, I
and
mean, we
talk
also have
alongside
Outer
you.
Worlds
Your
coming
Majesty,
out soon.
I shall present you to the governor.
I think
Come.
Gears of War
Princess
5. I
Majesty,
think
you
is
are most
something that,
confusing, but
Blood
thank
Axe
you
has been
for your
talking
help.
about. It's coming out
Compose
soon.
your party of
Is
three
the
from anyone
Darksiders
who's
game?
joined
I
you
think
so
it may
far.
be next year.
But choose
I know
carefully.
Cyberpunk
Each
is next
companion
year,
brings something different
but,
to combat.
I mean, there's
Correct.
several things that are coming out. I jumped on, found the Microsoft Store had the $5 for 3 months of their streaming service.
Yeah. I need to go ahead and use that file you gave me and see if I can get that to run for me this time.
So I bought the 3 month of the Microsoft Store thing, so I can jump on Gears of War when it comes out and other Outer Worlds when it comes out, and I also picked up because I always said I'd never buy the game because they pissed me off, but it's part of the subscription. So I've been playing the Lord of the Rings game,
Shadows
of War.
Oh. Wait a minute, so you got the prescription? It's been working for you?
Yeah.
Dang it. I definitely got to get that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to download that this evening and see if I can get it running. Because I unfortunately couldn't get it to run for me.
Yeah, 1903 Windows update has caused a lot of people trouble, and that's what's required for that. So
yeah, but luckily my Zeno here is a techie guy, so he's giving me a drive that should be able to update everything and skip that messed up update. So
hopefully that'll work out for you. But definitely looking forward to Greedfall. Let's see what else. We have another game right after this. What is it called? Death Stranding. Apparently, Death Stranding has released some new footage that shows off a lot of different things. But one of the things is apparently you pee in the game.
You have biological functions. You got to manage your fluids, man.
But yeah. I've not really been keeping up with this game. Apparently, it's been rumored, or bits and pieces about the game has been out for a long time. But
people have been watching this game like a hawk, and stuff keeps appearing. I'm pretty sure that people will have virtually played through the whole game by the time it comes out from the sheer amount of trailers and footage that keeps coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
don't get nosy. I like the way he turns like, hey, man, what you doing? Yeah. Hey, don't be weird. Stop.
So Death Stranding, it is a weird game. Like, watch the trailers. Like, I don't know if it's something I'd really enjoy playing, but I almost want to play it just because of how freaking weird it is.
I mean, it does sound interesting to just get that high. Like it's like a fever dream. Like this, just every time I see this, it's so beautiful, but it also has a feeling that you'll just slowly go insane.
Yeah,
over the course of the game.
Or if you're not on drugs already, you may want to be on drugs by the time that you get a certain percentage of this game under your belt.
Okay.
So
don't forget, he's also carrying around a baby.
Yeah, no. There's
at least his baby's a
lot of weird stuff.
He doesn't have a ghost baby. Like
like
mama,
whatever.
Mama with her ghost baby.
Oh.
And ghost lactation and ghost umbilical cord.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking? Go to the website.
It's true. Watch the second trailer for that one.
Yeah, it is all kinds of weird.
Let's hear it for Kojima, man. He's back for full force, and he don't have anybody holding him back.
So there you go. Check that out if that sounds like something up your alley. Also, if it's something like up your alley, then you're a weird person. Just gonna say.
Hey, do not dare badmouth the Kojima cult.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with them. I actually enjoy weird people. So.
Oh, right. So that one has a lot. Well, now, shouldn't we talk about Twitch?
I don't know.
Let's talk about weird. Let's talk about weird.
Do we want to talk about Twitch? I mean, it's not really geekdom, is it? I mean, is it something that we need to talk about on this show?
Well, now you've got them curious.
Pass it up.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, we haven't managed to get banned from Twitch yet.
Well, I mean, of course, with the quality of our content.
But being that they were banned from Twitch, I don't know if we should show the picture or not. But
you know my opinion on this. If there's a breastfeeding channel, then screw them for banning anyone that has clothes on at this point.
So what we're talking about is there was apparently these 4 Korean girls who recently got banned from Twitch.
Are we putting this up?
Yeah, I mean, it's small. It's in the background. It'll be fine. But anyway, 4 Korean girls in bathing suits doing a Twitch channel. All I gotta say is, man, everything is on Twitch. Why at this point, especially with all the controversy with Microsoft's community rules, you might as well just let it go. Just Twitch, just be like, you know what, let it go.
Well, like I said, my thing is just that, it's like 4 really cute Asian girls like wearing swimsuits. All right, yeah. I mean, it's that kind of channel.
I mean, I guess that fits in the geek culture. I mean,
well, yeah.
That is.
Yeah, please. When you're not gaming, you're fapping. That's
how it works. Hey. We don't talk about that now. Come on.
Some things got to be kept private.
Yeah.
But no, but my whole thing is just that if they had banned this channel and he didn't have some of this that they had, I'd be like, oh, no. But the fact that they banned this, but they have really weird other channels on, and I think should be banned because there's nothing not creepy about weirdos at home watching.
Well, I mean, so while streaming, the girls ate snacks, danced, played games
with viewers,
and swam in a pool with a see-through wall.
I mean, it's fan service, dude. I mean,
they also routinely changed outfits while off camera. At its peaks, the streams had over 20,000 views, but after streaming for just 5 hours across 4 different channels, Twitch shut down the streams and banned each of their accounts. Apparently, there became a hashtag for this. A lot of people were mad.
Wait a minute. Twitch community guidelines states that sexually suggestive content is prohibited and clothing to sexually suggestive. What the heck are they talking about? I watch Twitch. That's all Twitch is, dang near. Man, they got to be kidding.
I mean, how are we not?
It's literally called
banned because I mean,
Twitch thoughts.
We exude sexuality, right?
Yeah, that solar powered sex machine over there.
I know, right?
This right here is the symbol of sexuality. But no, like, I mean, again, it sounds like hypocrisy. It sounds like maybe they just didn't have the following because isn't this the same one where they've had those people that have done all kind of crazy stuff and they don't get banned because they just got the weight to toss around? Or was that Twitter?
I'm not. We're not scrolling down to the bottom, but I mean, I'm thinking it may have been some of the reactions of the people watching. I said we're not scrolling down to the bottom, editor.
Well, people said some questionable things. Yeah, I mean, there are a-holes out there.
So yeah, it was definitely a sexually charged room.
All I gotta say is that there are breastfeeding channels on Twitch.
Yeah, and that's where we're gonna end this segment on. But no, that's gonna end the news segment. I don't even know why we brought. I added that to our news segment, and I still don't know why. But
I mean, I just find
that's
it
a good
amusing.
question.
Yeah. I think maybe maybe so, Blood Axe. But let's end this. Thanks for watching, guys. Look, stay tuned if you're watching us live here on Twitch. Random Encounters is right after this. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're listening on the podcast, then you should check us out on video where you could see all this stuff. But thanks for listening as well. All right. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that good stuff. You can go to Dicejunkies.com to find everywhere we are online. And that's all.
Support
Hope you enjoy.
Dark on Steam, y'all.
You can also support us on Patreon if you want to help us out. Maybe we can pay the editor or something like that. All that good stuff.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. She thinks that'd be awesome. I'm not really gonna pay the editor.
You said that live on air.
She's got headphones on. You said it into her ear.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You just whispered in my ear.
How did you like it?
Not very well.
Okay. We're gonna get banned. You guys are getting very sexually charged.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.